Uh, a very good morning to everyone. Today we have a very special speaker with us. She is a techie at Samsung, and she is very uh, creative at whatever she does, and she is also one of the most important person when it comes to managing our uh, uh, NCs. And before we start the Gup Shup with her, I would like to tell you one interesting thing. Uh, टू हमने हमारे पिछले स्पीकर्स को जिनको भी पूछा था कि whom do you think should be the next speaker for the Gupshup event, all of them suggested me to invite uh, Anita Singh. The reason they told that she is doing uh, excellent in her corporate field. So let us invite An- Anita Singh. Hi Anita, कैसे हो आप?
Hi Rohit, मैं अच्छी हूँ and thanks for giving me this opportunity to share my story. I hope it will help some people like who has recently joined TISA. So
या डेफिनेटली एंड जो मैंने पहले बोला कि एंड मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. जो हमारे पिछले गपशप इवेंट्स पे स्पीकर थे उन सभी ने बोला कि आई शुड कि लाइक टीसा शुड इनवाइट यू एज फॉर द गपशप सेशंस.
okay, thanks everyone.
So yeah, so first of all, let us start from your childhood. Like आप बचपन में कैसी थी, and what was and how was everything with you? Just in small details and all that.
Okay, I guess for this question, my parents would be the right person to speak on this, but I will try to recollect whatever I remember from my childhood. So the first, my daddy, he was working in Indian Air Force. So every 4 years we will be traveling to different cities, and in that also, like we will be staying in a civil area, then we will be moving to Air Force apartment. So there was a lot of movements, so we never had a stable place to stay. So like that, my childhood was. So so uh, I remember my, like I'm a youngest in my family. So I remember my parents telling that I was very creative and very much interested in going to school and learning and writings. So those stuffs I remember, like my mummy herself was teaching me. So those memories I had. So when I got an opportunity to go to school for the first time, I was very much excited because seeing your elder brothers and sisters going to school as a younger child, you will have the dream that what they're doing outside and I'm sitting at home all the time. So this is what the case was. So when I initially, things were very nice. Like I was going to school, and having people around me, because I was a kid who used to speak a lot. But I remember a moment in my first when there was a kid who had this stammering issue, and that was very severe. And my teacher used to make me sit with that person. So first I thought maybe maybe he wants me to, she wants me to help him how to speak and make him to come out of his comfort zone. But today, when I reflect back, now I realize maybe I had some similar patterns what he was following. That is the reason they wanted us to sit together so that they can give us a special attention. That's what I realize now. So as a kid, I was like when you are a younger, then you'll try to take get a lot of attention. So during that period, I will be talking all the funny stuffs and do mimicries, especially of that kid. So this is how, yeah, like as a kid you don't know that you have some issue, but
Exactly.
and as my parents, they also never told me that I have any kind of issue. Like till today, when I told about this Gup Shup, so my sister directly told me, okay, you don't have any issue ra. खाली जब तुम upset होते हो और जब परेशान होते हो, only then you stammer. So this is how my parents and my sister like try to help me to come out of it. Like they never showed that this is an issue. That I think this is some momentary things. If you will work on those moments, it will help you. So ऐसे और childhood का like अगर memories wise देखा जाए, like as we grown up, when we had to speak to teacher, I remember for going to washroom also, I was so afraid to ask a teacher like may I go to washroom. So ye wala bhi, like I have to hold myself, and when this recess will come, then I will run and come back. These kind of things happened with me. And um, and many times I like I couldn't speak yes ma'am or present ma'am. Like हम लोगों का स्टोरी जो रहता है ना कि yes ma'am, present ma'am, ये सारे वर्ड्स हम लोग एक्सचेंज कर देते हैं ताकि we will give our attendance. So
Exactly.
डेली का ऐसे ही पैटर्न रहता था मेरा. And whenever in a classroom they will tell us, okay, आप कुछ आपको जो भी बुक टेक्स्ट बुक है वो पैराग्राफ वाइज आपको
Nice
रीड
man.
करना है.
Nice
सो
man.
जब तक वो मेरे बेंच में आता था, मतलब मैं ये देखती कौन सा पैराग्राफ आने वाला है, फिर उसी को प्रैक्टिस करना मन में कि जल्दी जल्दी से मैं कैसे भी उसको बोल ही दूं ऐसा करके. तो मतलब ऐसे आई गेस जो अ, इतने सारे लाइक जो हम लोग सबके जो मूवमेंट्स है जो हम सबके कॉमन है. लाइक हम लोग जैसे ग्रुप में है तो हमको पता है इफ वी विल ट्राई टू स्पीक वी मे नॉट एंड अप गुड. सो क्या
Hmm.
करेंगे, वी विल बी टेकिंग आउट आवर नोटबुक और टेक्स्ट बुक एंड स्टार्ट रीडिंग, showing that okay, we are very studious person and I am busy right now, I cannot come and hang out with you. So जब कुछ भी फिजिकली रहता था कि प्लेग्राउंड में खेलना है, आई यूज टू गो एंड पार्टिसिपेट. बट क्लास में अगर गॉसिप करना है ना, आई विल बी प्रिफर सिटिंग एट वन कॉर्नर. एंड ये सब लोग जहाँ पे हम लोग को बोलना था ना, सो वो दैट एरियाज आई वाज अवॉइडिंग एज अ चाइल्डहुड. सो लाइक आई गेस ऐसे है अच्छे अच्छे इवेंट्स.
मैं एक बात इसमें एक चीज मतलब एक छोटी सी चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगा मैं. जब भी मैं मेरे दोस्तों से या फिर मेरे कजिन से बातचीत करता हूँ, लाइक लाइक as we start doing our job and then all that stuff, uh, uh, each and every one of us, they say that ki, bach, that our childhood was good. uh, you know we should go back to our childhood, but in the case of people who stammer, childhood for them was like a real danger. Like if you ask me now, I will never go back to my childhood. Because for me, I am living my childhood now. To be very frank. Yeah. So then, yeah, and in which branch you have completed your graduation?
Actually, I did my BTech in electronics and communication.
Okay, and remember once when I was talking with you, you told me that I guess in your BTech or in your graduation, you were only the female student in the whole department. So what was that time? Like, was that in your graduation or in your post graduation?
Actually, I joined uh, BTech in 2007. So that time, the girls' education was not very utmost importance. Like today, the things are changing.
Mm-hmm.
But the parents' view are somewhat like, okay, लड़की है, इसको कौन सा काम करना है शादी के बाद. So this
Mm-hmm.
kind of views are there, and they expect us to have some BSc or some normal degree, so
Mm-hmm.
that they can just show that okay, they have some graduation. But at but the end goal is to become a housewife. But that's not be the case in in my in my case. I showed my parents, I told my parents that I want to become something. So they helped me out in that area. So during that time, in case of the BTech itself, we were hardly having 1/4 of girls in our class. Like I did my BTech from Jabalpur Engineering College.
Mm.
It's one of the prestigious uh, college in Madhya Pradesh. So the girls count like around 100 people. So with that, not even 25 girls were there in that class. Yes.
Wow. Not really. Not
Yeah.
more than 25.
No, it was very less. And when I joined my AmTech, that I did. So when I joined my AmTech, so I got into my microelectronics.
Mm.
So that time I was only one girl in my class. Like there was around 18 students in one class. I was only one. So so I was just enjoying the luxury being single girl.
So you might have been a like a very studious one, and I am quite sure that you were one of the topper, like in your 12th graduation and then in your post graduation.
Actually, during my childhood, like my parents, like I have seen my parents moving from one place to another place, and being in a military, we all got to like, especially my parents, they got to know the education is one of the tool uh, that can change anybody's life.
Mm.
So if my relatives told, okay, we should not educate our girls to this extent, but my parents told them, no, I am not going to listen to you. If she wants to like educate, like get this education, let her do that. So all my siblings, like my two siblings, we all got similar education, like whatever area.
Hello. Hello. Actually, your voice is not audible.
Hello, is that
Yeah.
better?
Yes. 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 Now you're audible.
Okay, so it's like my parents has never put us a pressure that we should definitely study and score some topper, like topmost marks, but they told, okay, do your best and be at least in the top 10. Yeah, because they wanted us to enjoy our life. They never treated us as their source of pride. So that's
Mhm.
what I always respect my parents. They never treated me as a source of their pride. They told, study as well as play as much as you want. They have always given us the freedom. So whatever I'm scoring, it is good for them.
Mm.
And for the studious point of view, actually, I want to add one point here. Like you would know that attending this vivas and giving this like presentations or or khali attendance ke liye we had to struggle too much. So I had one thing clear in my mind. I want to go in such area where the speaking will be less. Like I don't need to interact people more. So ऐसा करके मैंने ना सोचा कि हाँ जो सबसे कोर ब्रांच है जहाँ पे you have to speak less, I will go with that branch only. So it's not like I was interested in microelectronics. It will it is the branch which can help me to to give my best as well as interacting less.
And before we shift to your corporate insights, uh, could, could, could you tell us your hobbies and how they have shaped your life?
Hobbies. Actually, the last time I attended the MOOC, since then I'm trying to I'm trying different things. कि अभी मैं क्या हॉबी मतलब मुझे किसमें ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है लाइक म्यूजिक and like music, sports like skating, swimming. So I could tell I like badminton. I have tried different things. तो उसमें मुझे swimming and music पे ज्यादा अभी इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है. So that's what like as a kid I was into different activities like music, playing, as well as like drawing. So sketching वगैरह I was like very much interested. अगर जाना
Yeah,
है
yeah. We know that. We
but
have
as
seen that.
thank you. But once you start in your corporate job, you leave all this thing behind. But when I got this into the MOOC, then I realized no, these things are also important to shape you the way you are. So I'm just trying different things. So swimming is what I'm liking it right now. Maybe it will change later on. I don't know.
Yeah. So coming back to your college days, so was stammering a big problem for you in the college days? And before going to that question, when did you become a part of TISA? Like, was it before joining your PG course or after completing your PG course?
Actually, before, like when I was when I completed my BTech, so that time I was having no job.
Hmm.
Just so us time pe I was looking for different options because I've seen my sister who was supporting family. I just wanted to be like her.
Hmm.
Like उस टाइम पे नहीं पता था she is my role model because as a sibling you don't treat them as a role model. But now I can say okay, I just wanted like she inspired me to become something. So I tried it. I started finding like कि जो प्रॉब्लम होता है वो क्या प्रॉब्लम है क्योंकि स्टैमरिंग वर्ड भी मुझे नहीं पता था. इतना पता है कि मुझे डर लगता है बस.
Okay.
हाँ मतलब मुझे बहुत डर लगता है. ऐसा लगता है कि बस जाना ही नहीं है. मतलब वो होता है ना स्टार्टिंग वो फ्रीज फ्लाइट और फाइट मोड में.
Hmm.
उस टाइम पे मैं फ्रीज मोड पे थी. वो फ्लाइट मोड पे भी नहीं पहुंची थी, खाली फ्रीज पे. तो जब बीटेक फिनिश हुआ, then I got time for myself to do the self analysis. तो उस
Hmm.
टाइम पे I started searching all these answers. तभी 2012 में I joined TISA. वो भी काफी सोचने के बाद ज्वाइन करूँ कि नहीं करूँ, करूँ कि नहीं करूँ. But finally I joined and I'm happy for that.
So and I I am quite sure that after joining TISA and when you went for your post graduation, so there might have been a massive change as compared to your graduation.
Yes, क्योंकि जब ग्रेजुएशन हुआ तो सबको सरप्राइज था because I was staying in my family where I was like nicely pampered.
Hmm.
फिर एक तो मैं हॉस्टल में गई, वहां पे पूरा खाना चेंज, लोग चेंज. एंड आई रिमेम्बर द फर्स्ट डे, लाइक फर्स्ट डे एट माय, not in a college, in that hostel. उस टाइम पे रैगिंग चलता था। तो फिर सुबह सुबह तो सब अच्छे से बात कर रहे हैं, एवरीथिंग इज फाइन। व्हेन माय मदर लेफ्ट, लाइक उस टाइम मेरे पापा लाइक कॉन्गो गए थे फॉर दिस फॉर दिस यूनाइटेड नेशन स्टाफ्स। सो माय मदर, शी इज द वन, शी ड्रॉप्ड मी टू द कॉलेज। सो जैसे वो निकली, उसके बाद में इवनिंग दे दीज सीनियर्स started all of us together.
बकरा गया।
हाँ, फिर वो इंट्रोडक्शन देना, उसमें तो मेरी जान निकल गई, क्या इंट्रोडक्शन दे रहे हैं ये लोग। मतलब हम लोगों को वो इंट्रोडक्शन देना था, एंड द प्रॉब्लम इज व्हेन दे आर टेकिंग द रैगिंग ना, देन दे वाज काइंड ऑफ बुलिंग ओनली।
आई सी।
फिर वो आपको सब कुछ बोलेंगे, ये क्या। फिर अगर आपने ढंग से इंट्रो नहीं दिया है, मतलब उसको लग रहा है कि उसको नहीं पता है कि आई हैव दिस स्टैमरिंग इशू, फॉर देम शी इज वेरी मच स्केयर्ड, लेट देम टेक सम मोर फन आउट ऑफ हर। सो 2 बार और इंट्रो दो आके। फिर वो कुछ कुछ गेम्स होते हैं, देन यू प्ले दैट वन। सो इट वाज लाइक नाइट में अराउंड वंस द वार्डन लीव्स, सो आई गेस अराउंड 10:30-11 o'clock से वो 2-3 बजे तक फिर डेली वो रैगिंग वाली सीन चलता था। ऐसा लगता था कि भाग जाओ यहाँ से। और उसके चक्कर में मैंने कभी भी गवर्नमेंट हॉस्टल फिर उसके बाद ज्वाइन नहीं किया। मतलब फिर मैं प्राइवेट में ही हमेशा रही। क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट में फिर वो और ज्यादा होता है।
आई सी।
बट जब मैंने एमटेक ज्वाइन किया तो उस टाइम पे मुझे, मतलब मैं 2012 में जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया, तो उस टाइम पे मैं सिकंदर सर, उनको मैं बहुत थैंक यू बोलना चाहूंगी। पहली बार मुझे कोई ऐसा बंदा मिला जिससे मैं कनेक्ट कर सकते हो। लाइक उन्होंने एक्चुअली जो भी हमारा बैच था उनको पूरा समझाया कि ये क्या प्रॉब्लम है, कैसे होती है, इसमें हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं।
वाओ।
फिर धीरे धीरे टेक्निक्स कैसे यूज करना है, उसको करेक्ट कैसे करना है। मतलब इतना मोटिवेट किया हम लोगों को कि मैंने फिर बाद में मॉक इंटरव्यूज, उस टाइम पे ये इन हाउस इंटरव्यूज नहीं हुआ करते थे। सो
हम्म
आई स्टार्टेड गिविंग द इंटरव्यूज आउटसाइड, लाइक कॉल सेंटर के इंटरव्यूज बहुत इजी थे,
हम्म।
मतलब कॉल आना। सो आई स्टार्टेड जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ टीसा ना, वो एक माइंडसेट चेंज हो गया कि हाँ कुछ कर सकते हैं। तो जब
हम्म
मैं एमटेक में गई, फिर मैं वो माइंडसेट से गई, हाँ मैं अगर मैं आज मेहनत करूंगी तो 2 साल बाद में आई कैन गेट समथिंग, आई आई कैन रीच समवेयर। फिर वो माइंडसेट और फोकस के साथ में व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माय एमटेक, अभी तक सब ठीक हो रहा है।
And all the credit goes to TISA, right?
यस यस यस, टीसा एंड आई एम थैंकफुल टू सिकंदर सर, क्योंकि वो पहले गुरु है मेरे। और या फिर सचिन सर, और फिर सब, और मतलब और भी हैं, वो तो जर्नी में और कनेक्ट होते रहे।
Exactly.
बट वो बोलते नहीं पहले गुरु, ऐसा।
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. I can actually connect with that because when I joined TISA, as you said, that your first guru, for me, my first guru was Nikhil. Because at that time I was in Thane, and Mumbai SHG is still one of the most active SHGs. And Nikhil used to motivate all of us ki like yeah. And I also gave my first stranger talk with Nikhil and Dhruv Dhruv Gupta. So that was my first stranger talk, and that was truly a magical moment for me. It was like कि यार, yes, even I can talk with confidence.
या स्टार्टिंग में ऐसा होता है कि आप जा रहे हो एसएसजी में, भी लगा कोई देख ना ले मुझे, यहाँ पे बैठे बैठे किसी ने देख लिया। मतलब यू यू कैन इमेजिन आई वाज इनटू दैट टर्टल शेल दैट टाइम, कि जो
No,
किसी को
actually.
देख भी लेगा तब भी दिक्कत है। सो मुझे याद है कि जब मुझे टीसा के बारे में पता चला, आई गेस चेन्नई और बैंगलोर, एसएसजी दिल्ली,
Hmm.
कहाँ से कनेक्ट होके पता चला। फिर आई टुक अ कपल ऑफ मंथ्स जस्ट टू टेल माय मम्मी कि हाँ मम्मी मुझे जाना है, ऐसा करके। तो मतलब वो एक शेल होता है ना, फिर वहां जाके भी लग रहा है कोई देख ना ले। तो था उस टाइम पे।
Yeah, yes, yeah, I can completely understand that. Uh, yeah, so after your college, so how was your work life? Because of from this time, you will be guiding us.
लाइक उस टाइम पे लाइक एज यू सेड, लाइक ये इतने सालों का प्रोसेस है, लाइक माइंडसेट एक बना हुआ है, लाइक अराउंड 20-25 ईयर्स से। मुझे डायरेक्टली बताना नहीं चाहिए, एज खुल जाएगी। बट या इतने सालों का जो एक माइंडसेट है ना, कि एक पर्टिकुलर एटीट्यूड पे काम कर रहा है, अब उसको ऑल ऑफ सडन 2 साल में आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते। यू हैव टू रियली वर्क ऑन इट। सो मतलब अभी पता है कि हाँ ये करूंगी तो होगा, बट फिर वो प्रोसेस में ना, गोइंग थ्रू दैट पेन, फिर तुम 1 महीने बहुत सारा एक्टिव, यू विल ट्राई टू बिकम एक्सट्रोवर्ट, ट्राई टू बिकम एक्टिव दैट टाइम, बट फिर वो दोबारा फेज आएगा, देन यू विल ट्राई टू गो बैक टू द सेम lifestyle where you were, you will not talk, you sit at one corner. So वो
Exactly.
दोबारा से वो एक साइन वेव है ना, तो this is what even happened with me also. So when I got into a like internship, क्योंकि हमारे कोर ब्रांच में डायरेक्टली रिक्रूटमेंट वाज नॉट देयर। फ्रॉम अ कॉलेज you will hired as a intern first for a year, then you will get converted if they like your work. तो उस केस में सो फॉर द इनिशियल ईयर्स ऐसा था कि आई वाज जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर देम। मतलब आप ज्यादा बात नहीं, मतलब होता है ना कि सामने वाला आए, दे विल टॉक टू यू, व्हाट एवर वर्क दे वांट टू गिव दे विल गिव। एंड लाइक मतलब ज्यादा लोगों से अपने साइड से जाके अप्रोच नहीं करना है। मतलब इफ दे आर कमिंग टू मी, आई एम ओके विद दैट, but I was not approaching them. But this is how the corporate sector doesn't work. It is like if you have any doubts, you have to go and check with them directly,
Mm,
and you have to be very vocal about what you like, what you don't like. So this is
exactly.
what I
Exactly.
understood. Like, and you have to be very like very cautious. Like if they are giving you the work, so it is your responsibility to complete that work. And if you don't know the work, you check with like your colleagues and get things done. And
Mm,
for getting the work also, ये मैंने notice किया है कि for getting the work also, you have to be in a sync with your stakeholders. So
yeah.
there is a
You
lot
mean
of communication. There is a lot of communication involved. So initially I was not knowing it, but slowly over a period I understood. It is not like just finish your work, email, and that's done. It's not like that. You have to be connect. Like this is what you have to do anyways, but you have to also connect with the people who are you working with.
so it's like you have to show your stakeholders that you are competent, right? So that's what you meant?
And you are available. Like they should know the interest area, the your area of interest, and what all qualities you have.
Mm,
इस अगर आप एक एरिया में गुड हो, आपको पता है आप अच्छे हो, अब उसको नहीं पता है ना,
mm,
तो उसको बताना पड़ेगा कि मैं इस एरिया में अच्छी हूँ, अगर ऐसा एरिया में कोई काम आएगा तो यू हैव टू गिव, यू जस्ट शेयर विद मी ऑल्सो. So this is what I realize. You have to connect with your manager, your lead, like whoever you're working closely with. You have to connect with them and be always in a sync. एंड ऐसा होता है हम लोगों का, मतलब मैं तो अपना ही बोलूंगी कि कभी कभी होता है कि हम लोग काम, मतलब कोई काम आया ईमेल पे, हमने खाली फटाफट करके दे दिया। अब
mm,
ये नहीं सोचा कि जो काम है वो उसके सिंक जैसा उसको चाहिए था वैसा हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है. So that also better to have a discussion. Like in my work, I was thinking the discussion is less. Maybe at the individual level, it will be somewhat lesser. But as you grow in a ladder, then the discussion becomes more important because you have to talk to multiple teams and you have to be in a sync with everybody. ऐसा नहीं कि ये कुछ बोल, चार लोग कुछ और बोलेंगे, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो सबको
mm.
एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाके and then you have to work. एंड
So
एंड
yeah.
मुझे बस एक इंसिडेंट याद आ गया एक्चुअली, क्योंकि मुझे याद है इनिशियली जब मैं इंटरव्यूज दे रही थी बीच में, तो उस टाइम पे एक बंदे ने मुझे पूछा था, लाइक इंटेल में, तो मतलब इंटेल वाज माय फर्स्ट कंपनी, तो मैं हमेशा आई विल बी थैंकफुल टू देम। मैंने एचआर को, लाइक आई हैड अ कपल ऑफ राउंड्स, लाइक 5 राउंड्स ऑफ टेक्निकल, वो पूरा क्लियर हुआ, देन टेक देन एचआर राउंड केम, एंड द एचआर राउंड आई वाज लाइक क्लियरली, लाइक वो टीसा में बोला है कि आपको एक्सेप्ट करना है और उसको बोलना है कि मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम है। मैंने उसको बोला, फिर उसने बोला दिस इज टोटली नॉर्मल, वी हैव सच पीपल इन आवर इंडस्ट्री, they have this stammering issue, but they are very good with their technical work and they are really growing, so that is okay. So that is how, मतलब ये एचआर के वर्ड्स है जो आई एम टेलिंग यू, कि हाँ ठीक है आप स्टैमर करते हो, इट्स ओके, बट स्टिल यू कैन बी पार्ट ऑफ आवर टीम, लाइक दैट वन। बट मैनेजर के केस लाइक इनका नहीं, बट जब मैं इंटरनली और इंटरव्यूज दे रही थी, लाइक फॉर नेक्स्ट लेवल,
Mm-hmm.
देन एक बंदे ने मुझे, मतलब आई मतलब माय टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू वाज गुड, बट जब वो एचआर राउंड होता है तो उन्होंने बोला कि अगर ये मान लो, लाइक योर टेक्निकल इज फाइन, बट मान लो अगर आपको, मतलब आपको दूसरी टीम के साथ में काम करना है, एंड द अदर टीम विल टेल दिस इज नॉट माई मिस्टेक, तो उस टाइम पे यू हैव टू बी टॉकिंग, लाइक यू हैव टू टॉक टू देम विद सम अग्रेशन, यू हैव टू प्रूफ योर पॉइंट। अगर आप ऐसे बात करोगे तो आप प्रूफ नहीं कर पाओगे, दिस वॉज हिज पॉइंट, इवन आई कैन टेल इट इज वैलिड, बट उस टाइम पे हम लोग वो सोचते नहीं, लगता हमारे स्टैमरिंग की वजह से निकाल दिया, बट मुझे लगा कि हाँ ठीक है, वो भी पॉइंट वैलिड था, क्योंकि अगर मुझे दूसरे के साथ में काम करना है तो मुझे उसको बोलना पड़ेगा कि हाँ आप गलत कर रहे हो चीज पे, और उसके लिए यू हैव टू बी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट। सो व्हाट आई रियलाइज टुडे कि स्टैमरिंग इज नॉट द इशू, बट ये कि आप जो भी बोलो कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ में बोलो, सामने
Mm.
वाले को वो सुनना चाहिए। आई एम सॉरी फॉर टेकिंग मोर टाइम एंड
No, no, no,
फ्रॉम द
actually,
टॉपिक।
no, 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 that, no, don't be sorry for that, because that's why we all are here to listen to you. And जैसे आपने बोला कि अगर सामने वाला कोई गलती करता है, then we need to tell them with confidence. You know, this even uh, happens happens with me a lot of time. Like मैं गलती करता भी नहीं हूँ, and at yeah, and at the start of my corporate career, लाइक बाकी लोग मुझ पे गलती थोप के जाते थे, एंड द वर्स्ट थिंग वाज दैट वो वो ये पॉइंट को प्रूफ करके जाते थे कि गलती मेरी है। एंड देन फिर 2 दिन के बाद जब मैं खुद इस सिचुएशन को एनालाइज करता था, देन फिर मुझको पता चलता था कि मुझको इस पॉलिटिक्स में फंसाया गया है। so
वो
i can to- so I can totally understand that whatever you are saying, that is so true. And we need to be confident, like whether we are stammering or whether we are not stammering. Yeah, please. So
actually it's not about the corporate, like I'm just keeping this corporate word aside, but एक ह्यूमन मेंटालिटी होती है ना कि कोई काम नहीं
um,
करना चाहता है,
hmm,
अगर अगर सामने वाला काम करे जब तक आई एम वेरी हैप्पी, सो आई विल ट्राई टू पुश माई वर्क टू द अदर पर्सन।
hmm,
तो उस केस में क्या होगा ना, वो जब तक आप उसको ये प्रूफ नहीं करोगे दैट व्हाट एवर यू आर डूइंग इट इज टोटली रॉन्ग, यू हैव टू करेक्ट योर वर्क,
hmm, hmm,
उस टाइम पे इंटरनली इट इज समवट ओके, बट एक्सटर्नली यू हैव टू प्रूव दैट पॉइंट, लाइक अभी भी कुछ ऐसा हो ही रहा है तो हम लोगों को करना पड़ता है। सो सो या दिस इज वेरी, सो सो आई गेस वो एक ह्यूमन मेंटालिटी जो रहती है ना कि दूसरे पे काम पुश कर दो बस,
hmm.
वही है।
And I guess we PWS are very bad at that. right? Because we constantly blame ourselves for whatever we are or whatever situation we are in.
एक्चुअली हम लोगों का प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि हम लोग वो सिचुएशन की बात ही नहीं करते, वो हम सब अपने ऊपर ले लेते हैं.
That's what happened with me
एटलीस्ट मेरे केस में तो
today.
ये होता है. यो किसी सिचुएशन तो भाड़ में गई, मतलब सिचुएशन तो हटाओ, बट मुझे कैसे बोल दिया, मतलब उसी में टाइम वेस्ट हो गया. मतलब फिर वो सामने वाला विल टेक दैट एडवांटेज ऑफ दैट, बिकॉज दे नो दैट कि इफ शी इज इनटू दैट पोजीशन, शी इज स्केयर्ड टू स्पीक इवन फर्दर. तो वो
हाँ,
वो रहता है. सो आई गेस इफ वी जस्ट फोकस ओनली ऑन द सिचुएशन, like ये scenario है, ये situation है, this is what we have to prove, I guess then we will be like detaching from that situation and we can focus on the work instead of like putting ourselves in between everywhere.
got it. आपने बोला था कि you choose माइक्रो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, राइट? राइट, है ना? Okay, so you said that you choose micro electronics because it was a very core field and you thought कि आपको इस फील्ड में ज्यादा बात नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So what do you think now?
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. मैंने सोचा था बट ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. कोई भी फील्ड हो, आपको बात तो करनी ही पड़ेगी. क्योंकि एट द एंड द ह्यूमंस आर द वन हु आर मैनेजिंग एवरीथिंग. क्योंकि अगर आप इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे काम भी करते रहोगे तो वो रिफ्लेक्ट भी होना चाहिए ना. फॉर दैट यू हैव टू स्पीक. एंड 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 कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर और कहीं पे भी अगर आप किसी टीम में और कहीं पे भी काम कर रहे हो, सो यू आर नॉट द ओनली एंटिटी, यू आर जस्ट वन पीस ऑफ द गियर. वहां पे खूब सारे लोग हैं जो मिलके पूरा, मतलब जैसे अभी हम लोग सैमसंग में है तो यहाँ पे हम लोग मोबाइल प्रोसेसिंग पे काम करते हैं. तो ये इसमें बहुत सारे स्टेजेस होते हैं, तो अलग अलग टीम्स है, वो अलग अलग काम कर रहे हैं. सो सबको वो इंटीग्रेट करना है, फिर देन वी हैव टू पुश टू आवर कस्टमर. सो लाइक लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन्वॉल्व्ड. सो अगर हम लोग सोचे कि अकेले काम करना है तो आई गेस रिसर्च में ही जाना पड़ेगा फिर.
एंड
उसके लिए शायद से फंडिंग के लिए शायद से फिर दोबारा
बात
बहुत
करना पड़ेगा.
बात तो करनी पड़ेगी.
Yeah, yeah, and I have also learned in TISA कि बात करते वक्त पूरा मतलब पूरा बेशरम हो जाओ, लाइक बेशरम समान हकलाओ. And that's what I do sometimes at my office as well. Like मैं जानबूझ के कभी कभार हकलाता हूँ. And I just love to see the expressions of my colleagues, like you know, some do like अब ये क्या कि अब ये क्या बोलेगा. They have that kind of question mark, so I love that situation.
Yeah, मतलब volunteering stammering is one of the best way to get out of that fear कि अब आगे जाके मैं स्टैमर करूंगी. पहले ही कर लो अपनी साइड से सब.
Exactly.
मैं भी वही ट्राई कर लेती हूँ. पहले ही कर लो है ना, तो वो टेंशन खत्म हो जाती है. सबको
Exactly.
पता है कि मैं हाँ मैं करती हूँ.
um, okay, wow. Yeah, so being in the corporate, did you ever felt that you know, with your stammering, your colleagues are assuming as if you are weak or you do not have any leadership qualities, like जो एक false मान्यता होती है ना, for the people who stammer, that they are shy or they have low confidence. So ऐसा कुछ corporate में हुआ था, like when you joined corporate?
अरे कॉर्पोरेट क्या है, जब मुझे जॉब ऑफर हुई तब भी मेरे टीचर इतने हैरान परेशान थे कि मैं मिल कैसे गई. बिकॉज दे वर थिंकिंग आई विल बी द लास्ट पर्सन. बिकॉज मुझे याद है कि वो मुझे आंसर दे ना दे, आई वाज लाइक सिटिंग इन अ फर्स्ट बेंच, ऑलवेज आस्क क्वेश्चंस. सो सीरियसली जब मुझे ऑफर मिल भी गया ना, ऑफर लेटर, वो हरीश वो परेशान थे, जो नाम नहीं लूंगी बट यार वो मिल कैसे गई जॉब इसको। हाँ, एक लीडरशिप, जैसे आप एक इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे काम कर रहे हो, टिल दैट एवरीथिंग इज फाइन।
हम्म,
जब तक आप इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे काम कर रहे हो और उनसे रेज नहीं मांग रहे हो, तब तक
हम्म,
सब कुछ सही है। बट इफ यू वांट टू गो टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल ना, तो वहां पे दिक्कतें आती है, क्योंकि
like
वहां पे
what kind
उनके
of
दिक्कतें उनके
level?
पास, दिक्कतें ये है कि लाइक दे दे ऑलरेडी हैव सम अदर कलीग्स हु
हम्म,
आर वेरी क्लोज टू देम, ठीक है,
हम्म,
and they can speak confidently, so they have the other options too. So
हम्म.
what different you can do that they will come and choose you.
So I guess the only solution for this is to be super competent, right?
Yeah, you have to be confident, like competent, and don't think about the stammering, because whatever the issues that we are facing as a PWS, non-PWS also faces. Because the world is, because as you grow as in your hierarchy, the number of positions become lesser and lesser. So
Hmm.
जैसे आप 5 साल के बाद में अगर आप लीड पोजीशन में जाओगे, तो वो जो लीड होगा, वो मतलब उसके खाली 5 पोजीशंस होंगे। सो
Hmm.
ऑब्वियसली उसको उसको चूज चूज करना, हु इज अ बेटर अमंग
Hmm.
दैट वन। और उसमें भी वो वैसे बंदे को चूज करेगा, मतलब आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्टैमरिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, बट अगर आप उनसे डायरेक्टली टाइम टू टाइम कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हो, स्टेटस बता रहे हो, सो
Hmm.
चांसेस आर देयर यू विल गेट चूजन।
Hmm.
बट आपको कॉम अगर आप खुद ही स्टैमरिंग को एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो दूसरा क्यों एक्सेप्ट, मतलब हम दूसरे से कैसे एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं कि दे
Exactly.
कैन एक्सेप्ट दिस आवर स्टैमरिंग। सो पहले अपने को एक्सेप्ट करना है, देन वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट अदर पर्सन टू एक्सेप्ट दिस।
Exactly. You know what? Talking about acceptance, there there is a very good Bollywood movie on acceptance. uh, बाला नाम है शायद 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 उस पिक्चर का. सो इन दैट मूवी द एक्टर आयुष्मान खुराना, he doesn't have hair, and the show and so he applies wig wig and all. And then when and जब उनके वाइफ को पता चलता है, she files for divorce. And when she is asked ki why do you want to divorce him, then the answer she gives is very beautiful. She says that कि जो बंदा खुद को ही एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाता, वो मुझको कैसे एक्सेप्ट करेगा. And I guess this ideology of acceptance is applicable in each and every field, right?
करेक्ट
What do you
करेक्ट
think?
करेक्ट। No, that is totally correct actually. Because if we will not accept ourselves, we cannot expect other person to our, like ऐसा है कि अगर आप अपने साथ में 5 मिनट नहीं बिता सकते हो, हाउ कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट अदर पर्सन टू स्पेंड 30 मिनट्स विद अस।
Oh, now
ये
that hit me hard.
या मतलब अगर आपको दूसरे से काम कराना है, सो यू हैव टू मेक मेक दैट पर्सन कंफर्टेबल। अगर आप
Hmm.
उससे बात नहीं, अगर आप, क्योंकि मैंने ये नोटिस किया इन माई केस, ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब पहले तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि दूसरे लोग हैं, दे आर नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग मी,
Hmm.
बट मुझे अभी ऐसा लगता है कि मैंने खुद ही एक वॉल क्रिएट करके रखे थे। मतलब
Hmm.
मैं खुद ही उनको वो उसके आगे आने नहीं दे रही थी, सो दैट दे कैन बिकम माई गुड फ्रेंड्स। वैसे ग्रुप डिस्कशन, जैसे ग्रुप में जाना है कहीं पर भी, तो वो ज्यादा किसी के क्लोज नहीं आना, या फिर किसी को
Hmm.
ज्यादा क्लोज नहीं आने देना। तो अब एक खुद ही एक इमेजिनरी, वो बोलते हैं ना, ये इल्यूजनरी वॉल क्रिएट करके रखते हो, और सोचते हो कि दूसरा हमको वो सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा है।
Hmm.
तो बट ये मैं देखा कि अगर आप खुद अपने साथ में कंफर्टेबल हो, अपनी स्टैमरिंग के साथ में कंफर्टेबल हो, तो स्लोली स्लोली, हाँ कुछ लोग जजमेंटल होते हैं, उनके अलावा कुछ एक्सेप्शनल केसेस के अलावा बाकी लोग आपको आराम से एक्सेप्ट करेंगे। and people have all time to like उनको नोटिस भी नहीं होगा लाइक मैं कभी भी अपने हस्बैंड से पूछती हूँ क्या उसको कभी नोटिस ही नहीं हुआ है कि मैं स्टैमर करती भी हूँ सो लाइक फॉर हिम आई एम द इम्पोर्टेंट पर्सन देन माई स्टैमरिंग सो
That's
ऐसा
nice.
है
That's nice. जैसे आपने बोला कि uh, you wouldn't allow yourself to be involved with your colleagues or with your manager, right? So as you said that in a way you were not accepting yourself, right? So how did you worked on it, or how did you improvise it? Because
actually
I am quite sure that many young professionals might be facing that same problem. So it might be very helpful to them.
Actually, this comes with a time because एक होता है कि हम लोगों ने वर्ड सुन लिया कि एक्सेप्ट करो अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करो और एक्चुअली में अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करना इट इज अ वेरी टू डिफरेंट थिंग एंड दिस नीड्स अ कांस्टेंट कंसिस्टेंट एफर्ट टुवर्ड्स दिस डायरेक्शन मतलब आई गेस जो एक्सेप्टेंस का जो मुझे रियल मीनिंग समझ में आया वो अभी जब 2021 में जब मैं दोबारा एक्टिव हुई जब मैंने टीओपीजी और मूक स्पेशली जब मैंने अटेंड किया है सो थैंक यू टू सचिन सर उस टाइम के बाद में मुझे एक्सेप्टेंस का मतलब समझ में आया है कि पर्पस क्या है अपनी लाइफ का अपना थोड़ा सा अपना जाओ अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा लाइक इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करो तो
I
चीजें फिर जैसे जैसे अभी हम लोग ऊपर ऊपर से सरफेस से जो चीजें हम लोग देखते हैं और जो मतलब वो कुछ मायने नहीं रखता है मतलब
mm,
दैट्स मतलब स्लोली स्लोली यू विल start understanding the more you work on yourself.
so are you talking about the MOOC 2 course which was conducted by Dr. Sachin and Dr. Bajaj?
Yes, yes, yes.
शायद हाँ yeah yeah I guess yours batch was the first batch, and I enrolled in MOOC 2, I guess, in the second batch of MOOC 2, and even my experience was just wonderful,
क्योंकि
wonderful experience.
एक होता है कि एक्सेप्ट करो अपने आप को बट एक्सेप्ट कैसे करना है उसका प्रोसेस क्या है उसमें क्या क्या स्टेप्स में ले सकती हूँ तो वो
Hmm,
मोटिव में वो इतने डिटेल में धीरे धीरे हम लोगों ने सीखा है ना हाँ
exactly.
बट ये है कि मैं ये नहीं बोल सकती कि मेरे को एकदम से इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ फिर मुझे बाद में रियलाइज हुआ कि मुझे थोड़ा अपने ऊपर काम करने को थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए दैट इज द रीजन आई अगेन लाइक स्टॉप बीइंग एक्टिव मेंबर एंड फिर वो उस चीज पर डेली काम करना सो एवरी डे वो डेली काम करना है फिर मॉर्निंग में सुबह सुबह ग्रेटिट्यूड ऑफर करना वो सब तो धीरे धीरे अभी मैं देख रही हूँ कि वो मेरे लाइफ में धीरे धीरे वो ऐड हो रहा है बट इट इज टेकिंग टाइम बट धीरे धीरे हो रहा है अभी
You know what? One of the best session by Dr. Bajaj and Dr. Sachin was that when they told कि our brain wirings can change uh, if we want them to change. Because because मैंने कॉलेज में पढ़ा था कि आफ्टर 40 like आपके ब्रेन वायरिंग does not change, but डॉक्टर बजाज के सेशन में he explained so so in depth about it that you and he even shared a YouTube video, and he even shared the insight that why do we stammer. Because being a PWS from my childhood, that was my uh, first question all the time. Like I used to search this every time on internet that why do people stammer, and when I joined Move 2, I got that answer. So Move 2 is definitely a very good course for those who want to know their stammering uh, even more better.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so now coming back to uh, uh, in your corporate career, did you face any kind of bias or any discrimination being a female PWS?
Hmm. Like PWS ka to it's very silent. Like people will not directly tell you that we are going to discriminate you because you are PWS. So it's very difficult to comment for that because but ये है कि if there is an opportunity for if two people are there and we have this opportunity, they will definitely pick a person who doesn't stammer.
Hmm.
बट ये बहुत इतना वो साइलेंट वे में होता है ना कि वो अपने को जल्दी समझ में नहीं आता एंड यू कैन नॉट डायरेक्टली कमेंट ऑन दैट वन. दैट्स व्हाट आई
Hmm.
कैन टेल. और या लाइक पहले तो ये है कि बीइंग अ स्टैमरर एंड टॉप ऑफ दैट यू आर अ गर्ल. सो फॉर अ गर्ल वी एनीवेज हैव अ स्टीरियोटाइप दैट गर्ल्स कैन नॉट वर्क एज मच एज बॉयज डू. लाइक वो तो उनको घर भी संभालना है, ऑफिस भी संभालना है, and top of that they are not that technically
Hmm.
sound also. So ये जो stereotype है फिर ऊपर से PWS हो तो they makes things slightly difficult but not impossible. Like if you are consistently working and giving your best, कभी ना कभी तो उसको समझ में आएगा.
Got it. So uh, according to you, what is the importance of network in corporates, and why should we make networks?
Network is very important first from a learning point of view क्योंकि सब कुछ डॉक्यूमेंटेड नहीं है. थ्योरी आप कितना भी पढ़ लो, देयर यू हैव टू डू प्रैक्टिकल जॉब. For the practical job, you really need a help around you from your peers. So that you need a network. If you want to do a lateral jump, there
Mm,
also, if you have a network, it will be easy. You can understand what the other company is doing, what is their culture, and how's a manager, like all those stuffs, and you can easily make a lateral jump. And there, the person can help you to to settle in that environment.
mm,
So network रहेगा, then you will be knowing multiple things. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि network is important. Like your job is like it's not like a 8 to 5. It's like you nowadays in MNCs you have to work even after your office works. Like
mm,
during the release time, like peak, like
mm,
a project release time, you have to do the overtime. If you're just into your technical stuffs and not doing the, so mentally also it will be putting pressure on you. But if you are a socialized person who is good in technical as well as good in socialization, you can just all you can sit together, help each other and finish the task. So that make things easier from your point of view. And from a growth point of view, you actually need a mentor. Like corporate maybe, like what area you should be going. Like in my case, I have multiple things at the next level from where I am today. So what area I should be going, what decision I should take, and what steps I should take today so that it will help me to reach there. So for all these you need a network. So a network is very much important. Like
you know, even I considered the power of network just a few months ago. Otherwise, I was I was the kind of a person who will just be with his novels, and I will just enjoy being with my novels. Uh, but now since I have understood the power of network, so that's why it made me wonder that that does that same applies to the corporate as well.
Yeah, actually, in case of the defense, also the network is very much important. This is what I've seen my parents doing, because हम लोग अपने घर से बाहर है. Now, who we are next is our neighbors and the people who are working. We are working with. अगर वो
Mhm.
network नहीं होगा, how will you survive in that area? क्योंकि हम लोगों को एक साथ हेल्प करनी, लाइक कभी मैं बीमार पड़ गई हूँ तो आई हैव टू get the help from somebody so that they can take care of the work during that period. So
Mm.
network, I guess it's a very, I don't know, it's important. I guess you can add more points, but अभी तो मुझे इतने ही points याद आ रहे हैं. बहुत जरूरी है.
Yeah, true. Uh, and you yeah, and as you said that being a female, like तुमको घर का भी काम संभालना है, and then office का भी काम, because even I have seen my mom that भले कितना भी तूफान आए, आंधी आए, she is always calm, you know. And on the other hand, pe- pe- people like me, जल्दी दो, ऑफिस जाना है, and like and then even you might be facing similar situations where you have to take care of your household and as well as your job. So like what kind of situation is that, and how do you control that?
Actually, in that case, I'm blessed that my in-laws and my husband is very supportive. I guess I'm here today talking to you is because of their support only. Like, and my parents' support, obviously. So they are very supportive, and we have, like, initially it was difficult to manage the, like, cooking, taking care of the household, but over a period of time we have made a structure, like developed a structure that we have distributed our work, and
Mm,
we are taking the house help also, so that we can have things in place and we can take care of our office. So like it's like a group activity that we are like doing. Like it's not like I am like it's not like I am alone taking care of my work. My husband also helps me at home.
wow, great.
Yeah.
uh, and what will you like to say about office politics? Like and according to you, should we be involved in office politics, or we should be out of it?
I guess better not to be involved in office politics, because that can help you only for a short duration, but for a bigger duration, like the same person going to meet you in another company also. So,
Mm,
like, if you are a good person, people will always remember you. Like, I
mm,
remember from my previous company, like one of my colleague has joined here. We still talk. We like he joined in a different team, but
mm,
we still talk. We still have that comfort level.
mm,
But if I would have done the politics with him that duration, maybe we will not be having that connection. So
mm,
maybe politics can help you for a short duration, but for a over long period, don't do the politics is better. But
mm.
don't be the victim also, because if you're seeing the other
Ah,
person is going to play something with you, better to keep things over the emails, like keep things documented, so that
mm.
if something will pop up later on, you can show that this is what I have already informed you, and now it's up to you. And I've seen these kind of people are a little somewhat psycho. It's better to stay away, because you can unnecessarily waste your time. That's what I felt.
uh, y-
They have a hell lot of work, like hell lot of time. They will keep on bugging you. I
mm,
felt such people. They'll keep on bugging you, and you have your another life. So you
mm.
have your personal life and other things to do. So I guess Better to spend time in more productive things.
Hmm. You know,
Just don't be the victim. Just
uh,
don't be the victim. Be vocal about it and have things documented. That's thing I guess we can do. That's it. But just don't run behind that. That will make you crazy, unnecessarily waste your time. That's it. Don't do that.
you know what? In one of my previous companies, and I will not name the company. So one of my colleague, he was a very
Don't
hardworking.
act like that.
Huh? You will see three to four, yeah, but you will see three to four companies. Then how will you see that about which company I am
Go and
talking
check
about?
the reviews of that company so you will get to know.
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, so cut. Okay, so then I will just cut that part.
No, no, I will not reveal. Don't worry, I will not. You
Arre,
can continue. It may help other audience to understand the scenario and what they should do.
yeah, definitely. I was saying that one of my colleague, he was a very hardworking employee, and a very honest as well. So what his manager used to do, like yeah, and that colleague was very talented as well. So what his manager used to do, वो मैनेजर उसका काम उसके जूनियर को पकड़ा देता था, लाइक द कंप्लीट वर्क. एंड वी यूज टू ऑलवेज टेल हिम दैट you should communicate with your manager, because because that is not a healthy working environment. And yeah, and the manager used to take all the c- uh, credit for his work. So when that friend of mine, he joined some other company. uh, so then there was a lot of workload on that manager, and before that, each and every one, like the maximum people in that company, they thought that the manager was the one who is doing all this job. And when that friend of mine, he left that company, then everyone realized that the manager's junior, he was the one who was working on behalf of manager as well, and that too maximum time. so
Yeah.
i so I guess what you said, that office politics always helps you in a short run. So I guess yeah, and I have seen that live example.
Yeah, even I am also still figuring out what to do. There is always with the next level things. But one of my friend has recently suggested me this corporate avatar book. So there you will find all kind of characters that we see at our office. So there you can get some suggestions. So I have ordered. Let's see when it comes. I will share my experiences.
Yeah, but we
But
need to.
keep it documented. That's it. Don't keep here. Keep document. That's it. That's what I realize.
Yeah,
Because
I
here
guess.
you cannot keep anything. You have a life to enjoy. That is more important.
Mm, true. And even my manager and our vice president, they always tell me that whatever you are, you that with whomsoever you are communicating, you should have that on mail, or at least you should record that call. And I always forget to do do that.
Was somewhere I felt we trust people. Even still, I'm also doing that. Like I'm also learning now. So Even I do mistakes sometimes, but I realize no, I should. Documentation is important because this is what we will be like. If I want to tell tomorrow anything, it will be through whatever is written in documentation. Only then I can, only that I can take and talk about. Whatever happened verbally, like this is what I recently got a suggestion from my senior. Even he told me that, that's what I'm telling you, mentorship and the connection is important. So
Network.
he has suggested me, no, you should document, because if it is documented, only then it will be taken it seriously. Otherwise, no.
Got it. And in whatever ways we hate corporate politics, but we all need to accept that it is always fun gossiping about office politics, right?
Yeah, but
Okay. Yeah, and what kind of people do you experience at your office? Like, do you have any funny experience with them, or any short story which is unique and you have not seen such people anywhere?
actually, if you see in a Bangalore, we have a people from all around the India. They all are from different culture, different languages. So yeah, we have all kind of funny people. They will just sometimes they just do some punches, fun. Like it's like we will be working together and have some light mood environment that we have everywhere.
Got it.
Maybe after the recording, I will tell you. Nothing serious, like all fun right now.
Nice, nice. Uh, yeah, and in our corporate culture, how important is it to always learn? Like, you might be even seeing that the technology is changing so fast. So like, how do you keep yourself updated, and what kind of practice you follow so that you are competent enough to excel within your colleagues?
So first thing, when I joined Intel, that time I realized that I should focus on my work, like the growth, the technical growth, instead of being happy that okay, I'm in one of the best company. So that's
Mm,
why I made switches and tried to work in a different areas. Like previously, I was working on a server processor design. Now I'm in a mobile processing device. So I'm trying to work in a different areas by switching my companies.
mm,
So this is one of the things. Speak to people, and whenever there is any new work is coming, try to talk to your manager or your lead, like whoever is your like report, like whoever you are reporting to. Take the Tell them I am also interested in this area and take that work. And anyways, we will be having a lot of forums, the technical forums.
mm,
Like I'm into the semiconductor industry. So in a YouTube or in a lot of forums are available right now, Anand Tech and many things. You can just be yourself updated through them. So
mm,
that's what we can do. Yeah, technology is changing now. This AI is coming. So whatever work is done by 10 people today, maybe the machine will be single-handedly will do tomorrow.
mm,
Because in our like whatever the tools we are using, we are making it more intelligent so that they will come up with better design by its own. So the
mm,
number of the people will be required will be very less in coming future. So we should understand, see what the government is doing, what their initiative, what global initiative is going on, and take the actions accordingly. Just be updated.
got it. And in your field of semiconductors, what kind of changes are you seeing, or what are your speculations that what will be the future of semiconductor industry?
Actually, semiconductor industry is what like hardware. Like if you see the computer, like in the laptop, the search engine that we are using, that machine through which like we are using the Zoom. So there will be some server. So
Mm,
their full compute, the huge computing, massive computing system is somewhere. From there, we will be taking the data, like fetching, like continuously, like coding and decoding the fetching data. So those things are constantly happening.
mm,
So the more requirement will come online, our work will increase because we will needing a massive machines to support that.
mm.
Like right now, you don't need to buy your own server. The cloud servers are there right now. This is what the Ampere was working on. So
Who was working?
Ampere, like my previous
Okay,
company.
okay,
So
got
the
it.
Ampere computing. So they are designing the processors for that one. So if you go back to so and right now in automobiles, in like everywhere, if you see, like we have this IoT stuff, like
Mm,
internet on things, like we have a smart watch, I guess now there's a smart something to curl your hairs, like many things.
okay.
Like the more we are moving into the electronic products, my job is good, safe.
So it's like your job, it's like your field is one of the e- 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 evergreen fields, right?
Like, as long as we need electronic products, it will always be there.
Mm,
Because for the appliances right now, we will be having small chips. Like right
mm,
now, like if you start your washing machine, it will be like if it is a fully automatic machine, you will just put over some settings. You will tell this is what you want, and it will do the complete job. Like the cooking machines are coming, you have to just keep the items in some slots, and
mhm,
when you will through your mobile, through Wi-Fi, you have to just start cooking. Like this is what, and this is the range of firing and all those things. It will do
mm,
the cooking for you. Smart TV is coming, smart AC is coming.
mm.
Like, so if you see, to make all these things work smartly, we need chips. So that chips will be designed by us.
And you also have to code on these systems, right?
Which one? Pardon?
I no, I asked that you and so to develop such intelligent machines. So what level of coding do you have to perform?
Like we have a hardware, a descriptive language, RTL, or those kind of, like we have a different VHDL, very long languages. So we will be using that language to do the coding part.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then you
So
are
it's
part of.
not software part, it's a hardware. Like I'm into the hardware side. So the
Mm-hmm.
software part is different, the hardware part is different. So like
Mm,
mine is like totally hardware, like whatever, like if we are seeing right now, we are making like if I was just talking some like just checking with some people, so they're telling we are adding the artificial intelligence in the hardware itself.
mm.
So maybe in future this will definitely come.
Whoa, wow. Like I was not like I was not so much aware of this field. Um, and as you said about the hardware, so do you think that in the near future can the like the engineers like you can they be replaced by artificial intelligence?
I guess the nature of job will definitely change because the way, because when I joined, before that we were having some layout engineer, though those were very famous. They were like whatever the design that we are doing through system, through the CAD tools today, that was manually happened. But slowly the CAD tools replace them. Now we are having the smart gears. Like
Mm,
so the nature of job will definitely change, but now we will be but now the work will be in a more volume. Like if
mm.
you so we have to be ready for with that change. So when those change come, we have to align our skills with those requirement. That what I can tell, because even I don't know what is going to, like how we will be going to deal with. But when the situation will come, we'll get to know, and we have to upgrade our skills accordingly.
Okay, and yeah, so ultimately, constant learning and constantly improvising your skills is really very important uh, if we need to excel in corporate or corporate culture, right?
Right. And those people who want to like start their career and they want to do some graduation course. I would definitely suggest take a course there where you'll be having flexibility of choosing your career. Just don't go with a core at in your BTech at least. Masters you can do some the core specialization, but during the
Mhm.
BTech at least take a career where you will take a branch where you will have the flexibility. That is more important.
Got it. So, like within your corporate career, I am, as you said, like as you have shared many such experiences. So, according to you, what is your definition of confidence and leadership?
Definition of confidence. Hmm, I guess confidence is something like we like when we are clear with our goal that this is what we want to achieve, and but we are afraid from inside, like within, but still attempt like trying to do that. I guess that is a confidence. Like you are afraid, you know that you will be afraid at the initial step, but still you are going ahead and trying out to achieve that, uh, to achieve your goal. So that is what is confidence is for me. Like you know that you may not be very good in connection, like connecting with people, but still you are going and connecting, trying at least.
Mm, got it. Got it. And yeah, and I guess that the society says that we people who stammer we are not confident, but I confident and competent as well. But I think that PWS are one of the most confident and competent people. The reason being that uh, if if someone stammers on a stage, or if they are not able to complete their speech or sentence, then they might be demotivated for a very long time. But on the uh, 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 other hand, people like us, we might fail to today, but within few hours we are ready once again to challenge the world.
Yeah, even I can I'm agree with that, because we have gone through so many situations that made ourselves tough. So if any such situations comes, we can easily pass through the situation, while non PWS won't able to do that. So even I agree with that statement. But like the thing is, as a PWS, we are confident, we are competent, everything is fine. But I guess the thing that stop us, well, this is my personal opinion, so don't
Mhm.
take it
No,
generic.
no.
Personally, I guess we are slightly like more towards the emotional side. We have to just balance. We should not be very emotional, like very happy, very sad. Like we should be trying to focus on our emotional spectrum and continue working, like continue working in whatever the like towards your goal.
Got it. You know what? I used to always think, like, I being a male PWS, I know that what all goes through a maximum male PWS, and I was dying to ask this qu- qu- question to you. So, according to you, what the society should keep in mind while talking with a female PWS, and like, yeah, just that's all.
Just treat them with respect and equality. No, that's all I want. At least just give respect is not like giving me namaste and giving me chair or anything. Just treat me equally with respect. Just give me the equal opportunity. That's what I want. That's it.
Mm. And do you think that the female PWS have to suffer more than male PWS?
We don't have any such measurement where we can tell, okay, I'm it depends on how much mental strength you have. That's what I felt like. What is the strength? Like, I have a strength to lift a 20 kg weight, and you have a strength to lift a 40 kg weight. So it depends on how much strength I have to carry on. So I guess it's totally like, depends. So I never thought in this manner, like as a male PWS or female PWS. I felt this problem is very common, and our problem is just we are not able to express who we are, and we are not getting the appreciation the way we should be getting it. And I guess that is very common issue for both of us. So specific to like ladies, um I'm not sure, like I never thought in this manner actually.
Got it. Got it. Uh, so, what will be your suggestion to any young PWS, or and as well, I need to know a suggestion which you would like to give yourself if you could get a chance to meet your mm, younger self. Maybe maybe like you get a chance to meet uh, Anita, who is in first year of her BTech.
I will tell don't be in a denial mode, because I know that I was in denial mode since like, till I finished my BTech, but I was not. I was into the denial mode. So that's I love what I would suggest. Don't escape from the issues that you have. Don't be in a denial mode. Accept it, because once you accept the issue, only then you will get your brain will work in the direction that no, you have some options to work on. And I guess the people will also, the world will also help you to find the solution to fix that issue. And I would tell, okay, search about this issue earlier so that you meet TISA earlier.
Uh,
When I start searching about this issue, I met TISA. If I would have done it 10 years before, maybe I would have got some help during that time itself. So ask for help.
got it. Yeah, and that was, yeah, I could really feel that. And yeah, as you said, ask for help. That is one of the most important important things which we need to tell ourselves.
Yeah. I
Okay.
guess for girls, one thing is like for girls, if you put up this question now, what as a girl, ladies, PWS, what else issue we will be facing? I guess maybe those aunties, those who are around us, they will be keep on poking us. I guess that is the issue, and they will, and everything will be end up to your marriage only. Yeah, those kind of stuffs. Yeah.
Hmm, I see. I see.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Okay, so I guess that was your uh, Google voice note.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
guess
so
those kind of things. But yeah, at least I was not physically bullied like boys.
hmm.
So yeah, that was
Got it, got it. Yeah, and we have few questions. We have few qu- qu- questions for you. Your first question is from the founder himself, Dr. Sachin. I would like to unmute Dr. Sachin. just a minute. Doctor, yes, Doctor.
Hello, sir.
I've been really enjoying this Gup Shup. सचमुच का गप शप था ये, मजा आ गया। आप दोनों बहुत ही आराम से गपशप कर रहे थे, जैसे दो पड़ोसने बातें कर रही हो। मजा आ गया। मेरा क्वेश्चन यही है कि इन द कमिंग इयर्स अनीता, हाउ do you plan to help young women who come to TISA looking for help for their stammering?
I guess पहले तो मैं आपसे और सीखूंगी that like the way I received help, that टीसा ने like एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप जो हेल्प करते हैं ना, like पहले एक्सेप्ट अपने आप को करना है, फिर सोसाइटी में जो लोग बातें करते हैं उसको कैसे एक्सेप्ट करना है, फिर अपने ऊपर काम कैसे करना है, like जो हम लोग टेक्निक्स यूज करते हैं, वॉलंटियरिंग, स्टैमरिंग, जो आपने फ्लो के बारे में बताया है, तो वो सारी चीजों को अपने को ढंग से अप्लाई करना है, ताकि हम लोग खाली ये नहीं है एज अ विक्टिम आई हैव दिस इशू, मतलब इशू है लेकिन हमारे पास ऑप्शंस भी है उस पर काम करने के लिए। तो पहले उस चीज पे काम करना है, अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करना है, फिर दूसरे को मतलब ये बोल रहा है कि प्लीज हमें एक्सेप्ट करो, जैसे हम अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करेंगे तो सामने वाला भी एक्सेप्ट करेगा। सो आई गेस स्लोली स्लोली विद ओवर अ टाइम एंड विद ऑल ऑफ योर गाइडेंस we'll definitely try to help women as well as men.
Since you are from IT background, I think you can develop some kind of a flow chart or algorithm, something like this, that if a woman joins TISA on day one, what kind of information should be given to her? Then after 1 week, who should get back in touch with her and find out how are things with her? And then what program can be recommended to her? If she joins MOOC, then who should accompany her? Something like this. Because IT people are very fond of algorithms. So maybe you can think of along those lines, step by step. So
Yeah.
after 3 months, what should she be doing in TISA? How TISA can make use of her talent and involve her in different activities, something like this. So I know it's a big thing. You can't answer this question in 5 minutes just like this, but this is something which I'm sure you'll be thinking along in coming times. And let me say, hats off to both of you, both you and Rohil. I'm really beginning to enjoy this Gup Shup.
Thank you, sir. And I guess for this app, I guess we can discuss in detail. So what are the steps and what are the requirement is there? So we can start working on this, and I can take my husband's help too.
Good. Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We'll do that.
Back to Rohil. Thank you, Rohil.
Thank you, Dr. Sachin. So the next question is from Afzal Khan. Afzal, are you just a second? I guess I need to unmute him. Yeah, he's there.
Hello.
जी अफजल जी जी अफजल जी।
सबसे पहले तो अनीता मैडम को है बहुत बहुत कांग्रेचुलेशन है। इनको तो देख के लगता ही नहीं कि इनको स्टैमरिंग है। मैंने पूरा सेशन अटेंड किया जो है, ये हमारी एनसी में भी आने वाली थी बट ये आई न। इनको देख के एक बहुत खुशी मिलेगी। पूरा मैंने सेशन बहुत ध्यान से सुना, बिल्कुल भी स्टैमरिंग नहीं। और मैडम की एक बात सबसे अच्छी लगी कि इन्होंने बोला पहले अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करो, जब तो दुनिया एक्सेप्ट करेगी। ये बिल्कुल 110% बिल्कुल रियल लाइफ प्रैक्टिकल चीजें हैं। ओके, अब जो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैडम कि जैसे कि मैं खुद इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंडस्ट्री से बिलोंग करता हूँ। मैडम अब इस टाइम पर क्वेश्चन ये है कि जैसे इस टाइम मार्केट में AI आ रखा है, ठीक है, तो है सुनने में ऐसा आ रहा है कि जो है एआई है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फील्ड को बहुत जबरदस्त से तबाह करने वाला है। इसके ऊपर आपकी क्या राय है? बस मेरा यही क्वेश्चन है, स्टैमरिंग से रिलेटेड कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है, क्योंकि मैं स्टैमरिंग को कुछ समझता भी नहीं हूँ। स्टैमरिंग बहुत दूर जा चुकी है।
थैंक यू सर। एक्चुअली आपने नोटिस नहीं किया होगा, लाइक पहली बात तो ये है कि अभी टीसा एज अ फैमिली है, तो यहाँ पे मैं कंफर्ट, मतलब अब मैं बहुत काफी कंफर्टेबल हूँ यहाँ पे। और वैसे भी मैंने स्टैमरिंग बीच में की है, बट मैंने पुल आउट कर लिया था जैसे सर ने सिखाया था ना, तो अभी थोड़ा सा मास्टर हो गई, तो आपको पता नहीं चला होगा, बट मैंने किया था यहाँ पे। और विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द एआई, मतलब अभी आप बीटेक कर रहे हैं या फिर अभी आप जॉब कर रहे हैं? हेलो अफसल जी। ओके।
हेलो,
तो
मैं ऑलरेडी मेरा बीटेक कंप्लीट हो चुका है। मुझे क्या है, मुझे 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस भी है इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंडस्ट्री में। और
ओके।
क्या ना मैडम, मेरे को नई नई चीजें सीखने का बहुत है शौक होता है। मैंने ऑटो कैड सीखा है, मैंने वेब डेवलपमेंट भी सीखा है, मैटलैब भी सीखा है, तो मैं चीजों को ना एक्सप्लोर करता रहता हूँ।
ओके। एक्चुअली एआई को, लाइक ऐसा है कि कोई भी चेंज आ रहा है, लाइक जब पहले कंप्यूटर्स आए थे, तो जो हम लोग मैनुअल जॉब पहले करते थे, वो लगा कि अभी कोई भी, मतलब हमारी जॉब्स चली जाएंगी। तो सिमिलरली एआई के केस में भी मशीन्स इतनी स्मार्ट हो जाएगी कि उसमें मशीन खुद ही, मतलब अपने आप सीख के काम करेगी। वो तो ट्रू है, बट स्टिल हम लोगों के कहीं ना कहीं जो नेचर ऑफ जॉब्स है, मतलब अगर जैसे मुझे अगर ये एक वीडियो बनाना है, मतलब एक डिजिटल कंटेंट अगर मुझे क्रिएट करना है, तो मुझे ये आना चाहिए कि मैं 5 एप्लीकेशंस को ज्वाइन करके मैं कैसे वो अच्छा सा एक क्रिएटिव वीडियो बना पाऊँ। तो वो जो जो नेचर ऑफ जॉब्स है ना, वो चेंज होंगी। बट कहीं ना कहीं हमारे लिए मतलब ऐसा है, जो 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 बिल्कुल टॉप पे है ना, जिसको बहुत अच्छे से अपना काम आता है और जो एंजॉय कर रहा है, वो ही टिक पाएगा कंपनी में। जो मीडियम वाले जो रहते हैं ना, वो शायद उनको उनको डिफिकल्टी होगी, क्योंकि अब वो सर्वाइवल वाला भी वो चलेगा नहीं। मतलब यू यू हैव टू बी रियली स्मार्ट इन वॉट एवर एरिया यू आर इन। और आई गेस मे बी आफ्टर द दिस टॉक, और मे बी कभी हम लोग आराम से फोन पे बात करके और डिटेल में समझ सकते हैं आपकी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, तो फिर शायद मैं और स्पेसिफिक आंसर दे पाऊँ।
Thank you for that. That was really a very wonderful solution. So we have another question from Kaidi. So Kaidi, you can ask.
Hi, Anita ma'am.
Hi Kaidi.
Hello. Ma'am, I'm Angad. It's my father's name.
Okay, okay, Angad.
I'm Angad Singh. So currently I'm in 11th class. So I recently met Satyendra sir. So he recommended this speech therapy for me. So then I went to Mysore. Like currently I'm in Bangalore. So I went to Mysore. So now I'm doing speech therapy in Bangalore only. So
Okay.
the techniques that they have taught me there, like it's very difficult to use them. So the problem I'm facing is like when I'm speaking to other, I'm like I have to speak very slow, like if I have to use the technique.
Mm-hmm.
So then I feel like they are just looking at me only.
Okay. आपने कभी, मतलब आई गेस हम लोग इस चीज पे डिटेल में और बात कर सकते हैं, लाइक आई आई नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड योर प्रॉब्लम इन डिटेल टू गिव यू स्पेसिफिक आंसर। बट मुझे बस अभी मैं खाली ये बोल सकती हूँ, जैसे हम लोग वीडियो गेम खेलते हैं ना, इनिशियली जो भी लेवल होते हैं बहुत सिंपल लेवल रहते हैं, ताकि हम लोग वो इजिली क्रॉस कर पाए। फिर स्लोली स्लोली कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ाते हैं। तो आप ऐसे ही, आप जो टेक्निक जो सिंपल आपको लगती है ना, तो आप पहले वो सिंपल लेवल पे काम करो धीरे धीरे। और स्टार्टिंग में चीजें स्लो होंगी, वो मेरे लिए भी स्लो है, क्योंकि कितनी बार मैं वॉलेंटियरिंग स्टैमरिंग कर रही थी और करते करते मैं असली में स्टैमर में चली जाती हूँ। मतलब बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है। इवन मुझे बीच बीच में लग रहा था कि मुझे ना इसको ज्वाइन ही नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं ज्वाइन करती हूँ वो स्टैमरिंग वर्ड बीच में आता है, फिर मैं और ज्यादा स्टैमर करती हूँ। तो वो ये सारे जो हर्डल है ना, वो मेंटल ब्लॉक्स हैं, वो आएंगे बीच में, लेकिन आपको वो कंसिस्टेंटली इस चीज पे काम करना है।
ओके मैम।
होप मैंने थोड़ा सा आंसर दिया हो, बट
यस
लेकिन
यस।
डिटेल में चाहिए देन वी कैन डेफिनेटली सिंक अप।
थैंक यू सो मच।
I would like to share one small experience. So one day, me and Anita, we were talking, and that day I was feeling quite low, as you all know that she's already laughing. Because, okay, so as you all know that stammering has our own days, low, high. So at that time my stammering was very high, and I even had a very bad day. So as you all know, uh, sometimes we try to change the word or we try to skip the word. So Anita noticed it, and then she started scolding me that how can you change the word. भले कितने भी problem हो, try to speak it, apply tech techniques. So yeah, so just
समझाने की कोशिश की थी, मत चेंज करो, नहीं तो फिर सीखेंगे कैसे? अभी हम लोग आपस में ही चेंज करते रहेंगे तो बाहर क्या करेंगे फिर?
right, true. So yeah, so uh, so जो अंगद ने जो सवाल पूछा था, बस वही याद आ गया मुझको. Yeah, and I am also very thankful to her that on that day she made me realize my mistakes. And I swear मैंने उसके बाद ऑफिस में भी word change नहीं किया हो. Just because of that one scolding.
वो मैंने डराया नहीं तुमको।
Okay, so any more questions? We have a question from Rajat Dhaked. Yeah, Rajat.
एक्चुअली मैम सबसे पहले तो आपको गुड इवनिंग मैम। मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि अभी आप अपने स्टैमिना को मैनेज, आपने पहले काफी हद तक इस पर प्रैक्टिस की तो काम कर लिया होगा, तो अभी आप अपने इस स्टैमिना को कितना टाइम देती हैं मैम? मतलब इसको रेगुलर वे में मतलब मैनेज रखने के लिए मैम अभी।
हेलो रजित जी। एक्चुअली मुझे अभी मतलब अब ये है कि मॉर्निंग में मैं बस ट्राई करती हूँ जो मेरा माइंड है वो थोड़ा शांत हो, उसके लिए लाइक मेडिटेशन हो गया, वॉकिंग हो गया, क्योंकि जब तक माइंड शांत नहीं होगा तब तक हम लोग चीजों को क्लियरली नहीं देख पाएंगे। और जो प्राणायाम की जो टेक्निक्स रहती है वो मैं ट्राई करती हूँ, ताकि मेरा थोड़ा सा गला वाला थोड़ा सा मतलब पूरा जो फ्लो है वो आराम से मेंटेन रहे। वही थोड़ा बहुत करती हूँ, ज्यादा नहीं। और फिर बाकी जो मैं डेली लोगों से बात करती हूँ तो उसी में ही मेरी प्रैक्टिस हो जाती है।
So then, like,
आई
is it
होप।
key? So, is it key like practice as much as as you can, and by doing it practically, right?
क्या बोलने की प्रैक्टिस तो ऐसी है ना कि हम लोग किसी दुकान पे चले जाए, बाहर घूमने के लिए चले जाए, कहीं पर भी मतलब जहां पे भी हमने बोल लिया मतलब प्रैक्टिस हो गई हमारी।
True.
बट ये सुबह सुबह कुछ है जो भी आपका जो माइंड को शांत करना है या फिर जो इस पे काम करना है, आई गेस सर ने किसी वीडियो में भी कवर किया है। वो वो जो है थोड़ी बहुत टेक्निक्स है वो आप फॉलो करो तो आप एक क्लियरली चीजों को देख पाएंगे और बात कर पाएंगे।
Thank you for that. So now we will be taking one last question from Siddharth. Siddharth, you may speak.
Okay, yeah. So the video, I can't see.
सिद्धार्थ आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
Hello.
Hello, जी जी
Yeah. So
जी
my
सिद्धार्थ.
generic question is like every stammerers first is concerned about getting job, right? And after getting job, they become concerned about getting married. So whether he will get a good partner or not. So what was your situation, right? And currently I'm very means in that situation, right? Uh, how will I get my life partner? So like share your situation and tell us that uh, that what mindset should I have?
Okay. So like when I completed my BTech in 2011. So at that time I was like I was going through my low phase, or I can tell is a transition phase, like because the more low position you are, you will be tried to bounce back with that same force. So that what happened with me, because in 2011 I finished my BTech without getting a job, and I'm seeing my friends are getting like having a good job, earning and being independent, and that was not be the case for me. Same time for me my sister is a role model, because she was supporting my family, because being in a military family, you will be having a decent earnings, but you will not be having the one to have a luxury life or something. Like we have a decent lifestyle. So similarly I wanted to support my family, but I was like so I was deeply like this burning desire. I was so much into that deep thought that why I cannot land the job. मतलब ऐसा क्या है जो मुझे जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है. So I guess because of that thought process ना कि जॉब चाहिए चाहिए चाहिए, so I started doing the research about the stream I should take, that about the stammering पक्के से काम करने ही करना है. सो मतलब आप जितना आपको लो फेस आएगा ना, आप उतना फोर्स से काम करोगे. सो दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंड विद मी ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड. क्योंकि मुझे याद है कि जब व्हेन आई joined my college, so I was the first one who like in a first class people like the faculty tell you to introduce yourself. So I stood first and introduced myself. I was like full stammering. I guess I took around 15 minutes just to tell 5, 10, 5, 8 sentences. But I did that because I was very much clear. I want to support my family. That's it. उसके अलावा मुझे और कुछ दिख भी नहीं रहा था. But once I get into the job, then this marriage things came into my picture. But उस टाइम पे ये था कि मतलब लड़कियों के लिए इज लाइक इफ वी स्पीक लेस, वी आर अ गुड कल्चर्ड विमेन. एक वो रहता है, बट ये रहता है कि लोगों को इफ शी स्टैमर्स मे बी द किड्स विल आल्सो स्टैमर. तो वो थोड़ा सा माइंडसेट रहता है, तो उसमें आई गेस मैरिज प्रपोजल्स मिलने में और मतलब उसको कन्वर्ट होने में टाइम लगता है. But I got my husband like I had a love marriage, so the things fall in place in time. That's what I can tell. सब कुछ लास्ट में ठीक हो जाता है, इसलिए ज़्यादा टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just enjoy your life, because we have to just wait for a one person who can really understand us, understand our problem.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks so much.
So can we also say that कि हर J का एक वीरू भी होता ही है. So don't take too much load. Just focus on what you are doing, right?
दुनिया में आए हो तो तुम्हारे लिए कोई ना कोई तो आया ही है, बट कब मिलेगा कैसे मिलेगा, इट विल टेक टाइम, दैट्स इट.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Anita, before when we were talking about when to schedule this Gup Shup and you know all that thing. So you said that you want to keep the title as "It's okay to be afraid," and I got at least 5 WhatsApp messages that why is the title so uh, that it's okay to be uh, afraid, where few TISA members they asked me that other people they keep title as if to show that they are not afraid, and on the other hand you kept a title as it's okay to be afraid. So what was the backstory behind it?
बैक स्टोरी यही है कि मतलब मैंने स्टैमरिंग को इतने सालों तक डिनाई किया, तो मुझे बहुत टाइम लगा, बहुत प्रॉब्लम फेस किया. सो सिमिलरली मुझे लगा कि मुझे डर तो लगता ही है, मुझे यहाँ पे आने से पहले भी डर लग रहा था कि मैं क्या बोलूंगी जाके, अब इतने टाइम हो गया है तो. और ऑफिस में भी मतलब जब भी हम लोग एक ऐसा रहता है, आप एक लेवल पे पहुंच जाते हो, आप नेक्स्ट लेवल का प्लानिंग करने लगते हो, तो आपको डर तो लगता ही है उस चीज को देख के. तो मुझे क्या वो डिनाई नहीं करना, लगता तो लगता है बट आप स्टिल आप उसको अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो, आगे बढ़ रहे हो, दैट्स व्हाट मैटर्स. क्योंकि अगर आपने एक एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, आपको डर लगता है ना, तो उसका ना प्रेशर कम हो जाता है बस.
Got it. Wonderful.
तो मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया कि मुझे डर लगता है, तो मेरा प्रेशर कम हो गया ही नहीं ये टॉक में आने से. तो लोग अ, समझ सकते हैं कि मैं इतना आराम से क्यों बात कर रही हूँ, कि मैंने पहले ही एक्सेप्ट कर लिया कि मुझे डर लगता है.
Acceptance, the power of acceptance.
यस, अगर आके यहाँ मैं स्टैमर भी करूँ या मैं कुछ भी करूँ ना, तो मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया ना, तो उसमें कोई नई बात नहीं होगी.
Got it, got it. You know what? I really enjoyed today talking with you. Like, जैसे डॉक्टर सचिन ने बोला कि we both were like two ये सोसाइटी के दो आंटीज.
हाँ,
So I really enjoyed talking with you.
बट मुझे भी याद आया कि मैंने वो लीडरशिप वाला आंसर नहीं दिया, मैंने कॉन्फिडेंस का दिया.
So then now we can see. See, I can talk the whole day with you. So if you want, you can give the answer right now as well.
नहीं नहीं, वो रह गया, बस उतना बोल रही हूँ.
Okay, 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 okay.
लीडरशिप मतलब मैं खाली एक शॉर्ट पे बोला, जब लीड ऐसा कुछ बुकिश डेफिनेशन मेरे माइंड में नहीं है, बट लीडरशिप इज समथिंग वेयर लाइक किसी को कुछ अचीव करना है एंड यू आर हेल्पिंग देम टू डू इट. लाइक ये नहीं है कि खाली करो करो करो, अरे करो ठीक है, बट उसको बताओ ना कैसे करना है, जैसे सचिन सर कर रहे हैं, आप कर रहे हो, टीसा कर रही है. सो दैट इज लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज, अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ अ लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज. कि उसको खाली ये नहीं बोलना कि करो, कैसे करना है, क्यों करना है, उसको हाथ से पकड़ के आप उसको लेके जा रहे हो, उसको आगे धक्का भी दे रहे हो जहाँ पे जरूरत पड़ रही है कि जाओ उड़ो. सो अब मैं खाली अपनी डेफिनेशन, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग फ्रॉम माय साइड, आई गेस दैट इज द ओनली क्वेश्चन आई स्किप्ड.
So the pathway is important, right? Got it, got it. Okay then, thank you, thank you, Anita Singh. Thank you for being a part of this Gup Shup and making it so memorable. I hope that you enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, like before coming here, as I said, I was afraid, but now I'm very happy. So that's what happened. When you accept, then things will go productive. Like we can focus on the things what is important at that moment. So yeah, thank you. Even I enjoyed.
Any last message you want to give to whomsoever uh, struggling with their professional life or with their personal life? Anyone like any message you would like to give them?
It's just a time, it will pass.
Uh-huh.
Just a time, it will pass. Just focus on your personal growth, as we always say. And हकलाओ मगर प्यार से.
Yeah, great, great. हकलाओ मगर प्यार से. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was transfluencer Anita Singh with us. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Bye.
Yeah.